Got a shady corner in your garden where nothing seems to grow? Maybe it's under a tree along the side of the house, or that one spot where grass just refuses to cooperate. Don't worry, you're not alone. The good news is, there are ground covers that actually thrive in the shade and can transform those dark, bare patches into lush green spaces. In this video, we're sharing 10 of the best ground covers for shady spots. They're low maintenance, fast spreading, and some even bloom. If you're ready to turn that problem area into a showpiece, let's dive in. Kicking off our list is Viola, a charming and colorful ground cover that loves the shade and brings life to any quiet corner of your garden. Known for its delicate, pansy-like blooms in shades of purple, blue, yellow, and white, Viola adds a cheerful splash of color to even the darkest spots. It blooms in cool weather, often in early spring and fall, making it a perfect choice for multi-season interest. Violas grow low, typically 6 to 8 inches tall, and spread gently, forming a soft, flowering carpet over time. Thriving in zones 3 to 9, they prefer partial to full shade and moist, well-drained soil. These little beauties are also pollinator-friendly, attracting bees and butterflies to shaded areas. With their sweet scent, colorful blooms, and easygoing nature, violas are a lovely and dependable ground cover for any shady garden spot. Next up is Bunchberry, a native woodland gem that turns shady spaces into a lush natural retreat. With its whorled green leaves and small, white dogwood-like flowers in late spring, Bunchberry adds a soft, woodland feel to the garden. After blooming, it produces bright red berries in summer that attract birds, adding a splash of color and wildlife interest. This low-growing ground cover stays compact, just 4 to 9 inches tall, but spreads slowly through underground rhizomes, creating a dense mat over time. Bunchberry thrives in zones 2 to 7, preferring full to partial shade and cool, moist, acidic soil rich in organic matter. It's perfect for woodland gardens under trees or along shaded pathways, where other plants might struggle. For a naturalistic, shade-loving ground cover that changes with the seasons, Bunchberry is a beautiful and low-maintenance choice. At number 3, we have Bleeding Heart, a romantic and graceful plant that brings elegance to any shady spot. Known for its delicate, heart-shaped pink and white flowers that dangle from arching stems, Bleeding Heart is a springtime showstopper. This shade-loving perennial grows 1 to 3 feet tall, and while it's not your typical ground-hugging cover, its lush foliage and spreading habit make it ideal for filling in shaded beds and borders. Thriving in zones 3 to 9, Bleeding Heart prefers partial to full shade and moist, well-drained soil, especially in cooler climates. While it often goes dormant in the heat of summer, it pairs well with other ground covers that pick up the slack. It's also deer-resistant and a favorite among early-season pollinators. If you're looking to add texture, height, and a little romance to your shade garden, Bleeding Heart is a timeless favorite. Coming in at number 4 is Hosta, an absolute staple in shade gardens, known for its bold foliage and easygoing nature. While it's not a flowering ground cover in the traditional sense, Hosta earns its spot with lush, spreading leaves that quickly fill in shady spaces with style. Available in a wide range of sizes, colors, and textures, from deep greens to variegated whites and yellows, Hostas add instant impact to foundation beds, under trees, or alongside paths. Most varieties grow 12 to 30 inches tall, and they thrive in zones 3 to 9, preferring full to partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. In summer, they send up tall spikes of lavender or white flowers, attracting pollinators like bees and hummingbirds. Though they can be a snack for slugs and deer, with a little care, they're one of the most dependable, low-maintenance ground covers for shaded areas. If you want bold texture, fast coverage, and all-season beauty, Hostas deliver. At number 5, we have Bugleweed, also known as Ajuga, a fast-spreading ground cover that thrives in shady spots and adds bold texture to the garden floor. This low-growing perennial features glossy, dark green to bronze leaves that form a dense mat, perfect for suppressing weeds and covering bare soil. In spring, Ajuga sends up striking blue to purple flower spikes, attracting bees and other pollinators, while its foliage adds interest throughout the year. Growing just 4 to 8 inches tall, Bugleweed is ideal for planting under trees, along pathways, or in shaded borders. It performs best in zones 3 to 10, thriving in partial to full shade and moist, well-drained soil, though it can tolerate some dryness once established. Ajuga is also deer-resistant, low-maintenance, and spreads quickly by runners, making it a great choice for filling in tricky spots. If you're looking for rich foliage, seasonal blooms, and fast coverage, Bugleweed is a shady garden standout. At number 6, we have English ivy, a fast-spreading, evergreen ground cover that thrives in shade and covers bare ground like a pro. With its deep green, lobed leaves and trailing vines, English ivy or Hedera helix is perfect for filling large, shady areas quickly, especially where grass struggles to grow. It stays low, usually 6 to 12 inches tall, but can spread aggressively, making it ideal for slopes, under trees, and shaded borders where erosion control is needed. Hardy in zones 4 to 9, it prefers full to partial shade and well-drained soil. Though it's highly adaptable and tough once established, English ivy is also deer-resistant, evergreen year-round, and requires very little maintenance aside from trimming back where you don't want it to spread. If you're looking for dense, low-maintenance ground cover for full shade, English ivy gets the job done fast. At number 7, we have Periwinkle, also known as Vinca minor, a classic ground cover that thrives in shade and delivers year-round greenery with pops of color. This low-growing, trailing plant forms a dense mat of glossy green leaves, and in spring, it's dotted with charming blue, lavender, or white flowers that bring life to dark corners of the garden. Growing just 4 to 6 inches tall, Periwinkle spreads quickly, making it ideal for covering slopes, under trees, or along shaded pathways. It does well in zones 4 to 9, preferring partial to full shade and well-drained soil, though it's remarkably tough and drought-tolerant once established. Periwinkle is also deer-resistant, erosion-controlling, and low-maintenance, requiring only occasional trimming to keep it tidy. For a fast, evergreen carpet that handles shade with ease, Periwinkle is a timeless and reliable choice. Coming in at number 8 are ferns, lush, textural ground covers that bring a woodland vibe to even the shadiest corners of your yard. With their delicate feathery fronds, ferns create a soft, flowing look that's perfect for naturalistic landscapes, under trees, or alongside shady pathways. While not all ferns act as traditional ground covers, many varieties like Japanese painted fern, lady fern, and autumn fern spread gently to form dense, low-growing colonies over time. Most ferns grow 1 to 3 feet tall, depending on the type, and thrive in zones 3 to 9, preferring partial to full shade and moist, rich, well-drained soil. They're also deer-resistant, low-maintenance, and bring stunning seasonal interest, with some offering bold color shifts throughout the year. If you're aiming for a lush, serene, and shady garden floor, ferns are a beautiful and reliable choice. At number 9, we have wild geranium, a native perennial ground cover that brings soft color and natural charm to shaded areas. Also known as Geranium maculatum, this plant produces delicate 5-petaled blooms in shades of lavender to pink, typically from mid to late spring, adding a gentle splash of color to woodland-style gardens. Wild geranium grows to about 12 to 18 inches tall and spreads slowly but steadily by rhizomes, forming a loose, leafy carpet of deeply lobed foliage. Thriving in zones 3 to 8, it prefers partial to full shade and moist, well-drained soil, though it can tolerate dry conditions once established. Its foliage often turns reddish in fall, adding a bit of seasonal interest even after the blooms fade. Wild geranium is also pollinator-friendly, attracting bees and butterflies, and it's deer-resistant too. For a native, low-maintenance ground cover with seasonal color and graceful texture, wild geranium is a lovely choice for shaded spaces. And finally, at number 10, we have Lungwort, a shade-loving perennial that's as unique as its name and absolutely perfect for brightening darker garden spaces. Known for its silvery spotted foliage and clusters of small, funnel-shaped flowers that range from pink to purple and even blue, Lungwort or Pulmonaria adds both color and texture to the shade garden. It blooms in early spring, often before many other plants wake up, and its low-growing habit, about 8 to 14 inches tall, makes it ideal for use as a ground cover or front layer plant in shaded borders. Thriving in zones 3 to 8, Lungwort prefers partial to full shade and cool, moist, well-drained soil rich in organic matter. It's also deer and rabbit resistant, and its fuzzy leaves deter pests, making it a hardy, reliable option. With its early blooms, attractive foliage, and easy care nature, Lungwort is a standout choice for shady spots that need a little sparkle. And there you have it, 10 of the best ground covers for shady spots that will bring life, texture, and beauty to those low-light areas in your garden. These plants are tough, adaptable, and surprisingly colorful, proving that even the shadiest corners can be full of charm and interest. Whether you're looking to cover bare ground, reduce maintenance, or create a cool, calming vibe, these ground covers offer the perfect solution. Add a few of them to your shady spaces, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they transform. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening!